Alright, here we go. Let's see. There we go. We should be live. I hope. Alright. How do I... There. Well, got the feed working. Make sure all the other settings are good. Right on time. Live. Yep, that should have fallen there. And let's get a tag going. Stream notifications. Okay. Well, we're here. Now it means I actually have to build. Let me get into last here for my level. Good stuff, good stuff. I think that's everything. Hello, Alice. Oh, Doom. Only welcome. Molly, welcome. Hi, Kivu. We got a little bit to get done today. I think we're ready to get moving. I don't know if this little subscriber tracker thing at the bottom is gonna actually work. I've got a live count on my other monitor. It says I'm at 923. So we'll see if that actually goes up. Happy New Year, Dre. Welcome, welcome. It's been a good year. Hi, Bector, welcome. Hopefully 2026 will be a big year. So I am looking forward to, you know, whatever that entails. For now, we gotta leave my stuff for Atomic Cannon in 2025. So, for those that were not here last stream, we finished off this wave once and for all. Thankfully, it was great. Now it's just a matter of doing this ball part, which I'm kind of just gonna do whatever for. Nothing too crazy. But then I'm also gonna have to go back into this part and figure out what I'm doing with this transition. I had an idea, but right now this part is so laggy that we'll have to see how it holds up on stream. So those, I think, are the only two things I have left to do in this level. Just scrolling through because I've got everything done, you know, in terms of this part to the end. So that's good. Um, in terms of progress, we should be getting another finished part here in the next day or so. Uh, Platnu has finished, or is getting close to finished. He's made really good progress, and he's been grinding it out. So he's gonna be next to finish. And everyone from here on out will be uploading their parts public. So he'll be next. So I'm sure you'll see that on his channel in the next week or so, if not sooner. I really like the progress he has. He replaced Dreamtide, and then we also had to swap out Lugia. Lugia is unable to build for this right now, which is fine. But we've got Filk filling in, so we got another. We got a prominent member of the Leap Club jumping in to do that part. So yeah, it will be exciting. Let's see what he's able to do. All right, enough stalling. I need to figure out how exactly I did this design. Oh yeah, it's gonna give me those warnings. So these are just 3 down. I'm not 100% sure like what exactly this will turn out like, but we're just gonna do our best. Leave Club Atomic Cannon level. I don't really have the time to do that, unfortunately. I think Schmo was kind of took that into his own hands. But yeah. I'm not 100% sure. That's a question for him. Alright, I believe these slopes are... Well, they're not. Whatever. But you can kind of see the idea. We're just kind of doing what happened here over here. Hi, Feta. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's basically... We're not doing anything crazy with this part. We're gonna be really cooking though for the other half of this, so keep me entertained and we'll have a good time. I'm hoping that with this stream we hit the 5,000 subs, but we'll see. I'm decorating this ball part, and then I've got this little section here to decorate, which I could either do it the easy way or the complicated way, which we'll see what I feel. I might just do the complicated way. But overall, we're in a pretty good, like, in terms of what I've done, like, it's crazy to think that I'm near the end of, like, my responsibility for this level. I only thought you had the wave to finish. The wave is done. Wave is done. So we're doing good. Let's see. What else do I also have going on in this part? I had. Okay, so it's actually. It's 5. That's hex. Just from my mother. This is weird. Do UCLA's chip discussion? I saw the thing that was like, I don't know, it was weird. This is, I've got to fix some of what I'm actually going to do with this. It needs to be a smaller little piece here, I think. We'll do this. Yeah, that's I think what I said. Yeah, this is what. This is fine. I've been rewatching all Stranger Things. I was meaning to get back and actually watch it, but I just don't think it's gonna happen right now. I've been pretty busy, you know. I had my vacation, and then I just got back, and I want to get as much done in terms of Geometry Dash today and other internet stuff, because then I've got to get back into my study grind for the CPA exams. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Okay, well, I'm glad that so far this line is working out how I wanted it to. So happy so far. It's fitting in just like how it was over here, which is what I want. But of course, then there's another bit on the inside, so it's going to kind of. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I don't watch a ton of TV right now. It's just kind of where I'm at. $50 million burgers or 50 million French fries in terms of like what I'd rather eat, or just like. I mean, I think it's got to be, you know, if I would rather 50 million burgers, because then you get like, you know, a patty, you get lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, you get whatever else you want on it. Cheese. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, I think Bree's kind of watched a little bit of that. Again, I haven't watched a whole lot of it. It's been, yeah, it's been a while since I've watched Stranger Things. I don't remember exactly how, what even happened, so it's fine. Uh, read the frequently asked questions. I added it now, guys. We have a frequently asked questions section. In the description. I did it. So now I could just say for people to look at that. It's a good question so far. I love your work. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, if we're being so honest, I haven't done anything special with this part so far. But we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely, with this little section. This will be interesting. This little. So I think all this means is this needs to be skinnier. I think. I think that's probably fine. That width. Yeah, I got so tired of people asking me that over and over and over again. When in reality, I don't really care about where things end up. Like, at all. There we go. I mean, that's good enough, right? I think. In terms of getting this design in there. The only thing that kind of sucks is that we can't really get the rainbow bit that we got here. It's fine though. Let's get this placed. Okay, the only thing I ask for people for the stream today is keep me engaged with you all. I'll do, you know, I don't usually stream for very long. Today I want to try to hit a decent time. So the only way I'll be able to do that is if people keep chatting. So we'll see. What do you think he's gonna call the video? I don't know. What's your hardest? That's a reminder. That's another one I need to add to the frequently asked questions. Oh, it sounds bad though. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say stupid questions. Am I tweeting a screen stretch? Read the frequently asked questions. We're hitting all of them right now. All the ones that we're getting them all out of the way. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to think about that. So I appreciate it. It's not a game. No, you're good. You're good. I mean, I just don't know how to fix it. It's just how it is. I don't know. And you text them. No, again, like, it's annoying, but at the end of the day, it's like so like insignificant, you know. Let me think. I don't think it's worth me putting more gradients here and here. I think I'm just gonna do the object method. So I'm gonna do a method counting exam. Hey, I'm an accountant. Ask me your questions. It's studying. I'm an accountant, so I mean, know what you know. There could be worse things you could be doing with your time. I'm trying to. So is this just okay? It's 38 is the color. 38. You're already subscribed. That's what we like to hear. Uh, help me when I need to pay for taxes. No, I not doing taxes for other people. Appreciate Red Pika Dude. We'll see if the actual counter or there, yeah, there actually moves. I don't know if that'll work. But yeah, have a nice day, you as well. Have a happy new year. Excited for the things to come. Oh wow, thank you, Asterisk 642. Appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Um, I was like, oh, I only get that notification like when I'm gifting them. I feel like so it's cool to see another person join a board. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm hoping that I can provide some more stuff to the VIP club people. What's up? Not a whole lot. Just building. Enjoying my time that I have off work. I don't know English, I speak Spanish. Well, it sounded like that was English. That's not what I want. 38 and then 39. That's weird. Weird, really try to tell it, even if it's kicking. Hey, it's not an easy level by any means, obviously. So good luck though. You got it. Okay, let's drop it down to 8. Part of the problem is that's blending. Now that I'm realizing it. That's kind of annoying. Oh, I think if I set to 40, I'll be fine. We will set it to 40. Of course, now it's not going to be the same. Well, yeah, it will be. If you have a third ear, where would you place it? I don't know. In Paris. Have a nice day to you as well. How are you making those gradients of the block so smooth? Yeah, it is just gradient triggers. I do good stuff from students. Yeah, thank you. Got the Mark hoodie the other day for Christmas. Loving it so far. Hey, I appreciate it. If you're in the server, the Leap Club, I'll give you the role. Hit. But I don't think you are. But hey, there's a special role in my Discord server for people that get it. Let me think. I think it's just a hue of 30. And then this is probably just a hue of 60. And then this is hue. It might be a little. It might be, but cool. I might have to shamelessly steal that effect. Just like, hey, gradients are the best thing. I love them so much. Thank you only for the $1. Appreciate it. A $1 bit. Hey, I'm not complaining. Not a bad thing at all. I might have to tweak the intensity. No, I'll be fine. So I just do that. And then I can just slap it there. And that's that. And then I don't have my ink controls on here. Let me just do that. The only use for like background, if I start using it more often. Yeah, what? Wait, what? I'm not sure what that was all about. Weird. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I've burned through so many groups. It's kind of insane. Yeah, I'm not sure if the counter is actually working. Because it's I'll just manually update road to 5K. So, because currently we're at 4930, but maybe not. No, I can't tell. Oh, maybe we're still at 4920. I don't know. Let me check my phone. Usually it's pretty updated on my phone. Yeah, my phone it says we're at 4929. We find a better website maybe. We'll go. What are we at? Oh, it still says 4920. Maybe it's not updating as quick as I'd like. I don't know. We're just gonna get rid of that goal thing. We'll just get rid of it. Um, close out of that tab then. I'll just keep checking up. My phone's pretty updated. I get it updated on my phone, but we're at 4930. 70 to go. Even though it doesn't update right away, I guess. Even though it should. Unless there's a better website I could be using. All the websites that stay asleep, 4920. So I think the next step for this section, well, hi Emma, welcome. How are you doing? All right, I think this is probably good. That's fine. The little corners are a little messed up a little. I don't know why. Probably just objects. Yeah, that's weird. My favorite spammy level creator. Well, I think that's a compliment, maybe. Maybe. We'll put one back. That's not. I need this to be black. I might even make it the bigger one. We'll see. Let's do the bigger one. Topican is your favorite series? Appreciate it. I'm glad to see so many people enjoy what I do. You know, it'd be okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Best of luck with Mark II. I'm sure you'll get it. That's just slightly too small. Actually, no, I can make that work. I think. Yeah, like that. It'd be funny if you give me something. No, it wouldn't be. There's so many. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna. There's gonna be so many objects in this level. What were you thinking when you made the cancer wave? I don't know. I was just kind of just doing whatever. Heart dedicated to me. You'll have to send it to me. I mean, there's been several things that have been dedicated to me, which is crazy, but there's a lot of lines there, but it's fine. Schmo, you need to stop pushing that narrative. I'm not a big fan of that. It's not true. I don't know how or why that started becoming something people would say, but I don't like it. How I supposed to? You can just message it to me. I'm gonna have to figure out how to decorate the orb being here. Okay. Oh, for your own level? Wait, it'd be funny if you give me something to add to it. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. Have I been eating my veggie tables? Am I supposed to know what that is? Alright, let's do this real quick. So, yeah, it's 3. Oh, just veggies? Of course, I'm a very nutritious person. I take good care of myself. There we go. Nice. That was easy enough. Make the orbit atom with a red circle in the nucleus. And not really what I meant. I'm just gonna do something simple. I'm just gonna make it glow or something. Okay, that's weird. You love every time Mark 2 is my hardest. I want to go for Mark 3. Hey, I appreciate the love. Means a lot. How are we doing on the sub? We're at 934. 934. Based on what I've got in my studio, we're doing good. We're going up. Hey, if I hit 5, or not if, when I hit 5K, I've got 2 things planned. Well, maybe 3. We'll see. We'll see. One of which is the Q&A. I've had asked a few questions, or you could put questions in my Discord already for, that's already been in the works. What else do we got going on? I guess I did say I would beat Bloodbath. Technically, I said that. We'll see if that. I don't know. I need to take some time to do that, and I don't necessarily have that right now. So, and then we'll see if the next contest I'm coming up with what I want to do. So those are the things that I have, and I intend on. Why is I guess this needs to be like that. Go figure. Like, what color has the worst personality? Like, in what way? Album contest 2 is something that I am considering, like, definitely. I've been working on if I did a list, what it would be. And there's definitely a few albums on there that it would be super cool to see some gameplay done with. But I need to do some more thinking into it. Like, I need to just take a day, sit down, and we'll see when I end up doing something like that. How many people finish their parts? All the parts that are finished except for, well, yeah, all the parts that are finished are in a preview somewhere on my YouTube, or you can check them out. And then Platnu is about to finish his part, and then the wave that I've done is done now. But that's what's finished. Why are you humbling people that one day on Discord? I don't know. No, I'm not doing the lowest ranked album because I want to enjoy it, and that would not be enjoyable. The good thing about this is now I can just copy and paste like this. I think that's the right spacing. Let me just... Yeah, that's right. So now I just do this and that, and then flip it. There we go. Block design. It's not great, but it is just what it is. No. Revenge Seeker is not allowed in the next one because it was used in the first one. But you just have to tolerate more Gene Remover. I hope people have learned at this point. Although you know, it would just they were just, I don't know, man. It's not for me. I don't like that sort of sound. All power to you if you do. I also need to start working on my year-end list. There's a few albums I need to get to today that I'm not going to do on stream. But when for the rest of the evening, I'll have to get to. Hello, Elvo. Welcome, welcome. There's a couple albums that I want to listen to that because I feel like they could end up cracking my lists. So I want to give them a fair shot. Like I think the Dijon album is one that I have in mind that I've heard a lot of good things about. That seems like it could be up my alley. I want to re-listen to the Bad Bunny album. I enjoyed it the first time I listened to it, but I feel like I need to re-listen a little bit. I don't know if that'll end up cracking my list though because I don't speak Spanish, so it'd be kind of disingenuous to have it crack. And my year off with Illmatic, Illmatic's great. That first, if you don't include the intro, that first 3-track run of New York State of Mind, Life's a Bitch, and then why am I blanking? That's gonna bother me. How do I not remember? Oh yeah, did you review on Real and Nerd? I think I gave it a 7 out of 10. There are some songs on there that I really liked. I'm gonna re-listen to it, I think, once I'm less busy. But there were some really good songs on there that I liked. I think. Alright, so they want to. Okay, well, good for Dre. Let me go to open my Spotify real quick. We're at 9:39 right now. 61 to go. 61 to go. It was De Selby Part 2. I think that was the one I really liked. Oh, you could. It's. I didn't realize that was capturing. Here, I'm gonna hide that. Okay, what song was I thinking of? I was gonna bother me. I forgot. I forgot the song off Illmatic. That's bad of me. Um, where is it in my saves? Whatever. Oh, The World Is Yours. How did I forget that? That sucks. Cody Blue 31 is my favorite song. I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's my favorite song from my favorite album, so I would say probably up there, I think. I mean, there's some other songs that aren't necessarily from that I like really cherish. Um, that aren't necessarily on an album that I've listened to front to back yet, which is again also bad of me. But I think there's like The Flame by Pink Floyd is one of, or not Pink Floyd, Cheap Trick. That's one that has a lot of meaning for me, but that's not on. That's I haven't listened to that album, and that's one of my favorites. Um, Another song that has a lot of meaning for me is "Another Day in Paradise" by Quinn 92. That's off of an EP, um, and that one means a lot for me. So that's another song that's up there, but not necessarily comes off of an album. So there's just some one-off ones like that I get a lot of meaning out of. I think I'd have to sit and think about it a little bit more. Better than Zoink. Okay. How many blades does the fan in the background have? 5. 2007 is really good too. Every time I listen to it, I'm impressed with it. I don't know. It's hard to say that that's like my favorite song just because of the nature of it. Um, it's just so it is undeniable. Like I don't feel like if it makes sense, I don't feel like I'm listening to a song when I listen to that. I feel like I'm listening to a story. And it is one of my favorite storytelling songs, period. Like that. I mean I think it's up there with like, the stuff like Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, stuff like that. Stuff like How Much a Dollar Cost. Um what else? I think For Your Eyes Only is another one that's up there. Um, what other storytelling songs that are just like that for me? Yeah. Um, Actually, the new what's it called? Pray for Me by Chris Patrick, Huncho's Prayer. That was a really impressive one off his new album. Um, yeah, those two are really good. Hello, welcome, welcome. That's a good storytelling one. I'm just going through uh, just some of those long storytelling ones to just see on in terms of my liked songs. Um, I don't consider um, I don't consider Note to Self to be one of those, honestly. Um, there's there's a few that are I'm just going through looking through my. It's not long, but God Don't Make Mistakes by Conway the Machine is really, that's a cool one. Favorite sagas, guys? I don't know. I'm not familiar with either of those, honestly. Um, Wilshire's an interesting one, but I wouldn't consider that up there. Um, there's some long ones. They're just not storytelling ones. Um, yeah, I think that's all I could think of for the time being. Hello, welcome, welcome, Conway and Westside. I need to listen to a new Conway album. You're looking rather festive. Yeah, I've got the Mark hoodie on. I've got my robe that I got for the holidays. Actually, it's super comfy, so I've just been wearing it a ton. Um, I need to add glow like to this, like yesterday. Uh, yeah, they drop a lot of music. Um, I mean, I've started getting a little bit more into obviously the record collecting stuff, and it always shocks me to see like how like treasured those like Griselda records go for. Like it's kind of unreal. They go for a lot. Yeah, Mama's Prime Time is really good. That's another one that's, yeah, that's up there. He also had a good one on. There's another one. I'm blinking on the name on a Griselda project. It was. Oh, I'm blanking on it. This is bad. It is Scatterbrain. Scatterbrain, right? Because that's a Conway one, right? Yeah, that's a Conway. You have to watch vids while you eat? Sometimes. I don't think anyone would think of GD is weird anymore. I mean, you can't really. It's not really. It doesn't come across as a GD hoodie, honestly. One more sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're getting there. If you're alone, of course. Yeah, I realize how long the Q&A video is gonna be. I think you underestimate my ability to abbreviate questions quickly. You'll see. I'll rapid fire some of those. I think you underestimate my abilities. I might recommend some video watch for coming before I did. I mean, you got like I'm also a busy person, so like there are times where like while I'm eating, I'll watch like the CPA lecture videos, like while I'm eating. So it's like, you know, club awards still happening? No, they're not. You guys didn't come up with good enough stuff, so I canceled it. It was going to take too much time for something that was not going to be very interesting, so. Is that some of the best feature verses I've ever heard? Yeah. He does have some awesome stuff. Let me just go, if I go to my liked songs and just search for Jid. Just look at some of his features. In terms of features, his one on Alfredo 2 is pretty good. That was really nice. Mama's Prime Time is great. Costa Rica is a fun song, but that's not really a feature necessarily. His one on Melt Ice here features really good. And Sirens off Taboo. I liked his one on 2000 by Joey Badass. That was a good one. There's other ones, but those are the standouts for me, I think. What's your top 5 levels that you can consider to be the most revolutionary GD history? Shit. That's a tough question. No, this is not a platformer. Man. I mean, I could say levels that influenced me, but it's like, not the same. I've considered an Atomic Cannon platformer, but that's not happening. I mean, I think Windy Landscape is got to be a shoe-in for me. Just Woogie in general. Yeah, Bodies was a really good song. He did a really good job with that one live. Like, I was like he had a really good performance, but I thought hearing what he did, like his older stuff and his features sounded better than his newer stuff, in my opinion, live. I think there's that one Goose level that I think is up there for me. I mean, it's hard not to. Goose is such a talented creator. It's hard not to. That's almost there. There. We'll go with that. For that one. And then I think we could just do like something like that. Yeah. Spin it like that. That doesn't look, that's off, but there, that's fine. No, a little bit more. Enough. I think this side is off a little. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. So we'll take it that way. I think that's fine, right? Hey, Nababoo. QQ's really awesome. That's not really. I don't want. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of messages. That Rob Buck level, Dreamland Mark II. I mean, yes, but it's, the level itself didn't influence me. It was just being in it, It is one of the worst rebalances. I don't remember that. What about just top 3 levels in general? I'd have to think about it. I'd have to sit down and think about it. Because I just don't remember levels off the top of my head anymore, I'm just so, I don't know about like completely out of touch. But when it comes to levels, I just don't play the game as much anymore, It's just not something I do. I'm sure if I went back and just thought about some of the 1.9 stuff, you know, I'm sure if people reminded me of levels, then I'd be like, oh yeah, how could I forget that? But it's just not a, you know. Okay, we'll do that right now. That's the most influential. I never guessed that lead looked like he was fixing to cut down trees and live off grid. That's crazy. You call me a lumberjack? Just because I have a little bit of a beard. Which it is a little thicker than for what I normally do right now, to be fair. But, oh well. A little yeah. We're 1 hour in. We're gonna keep going. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're at check. We are at 4 here. Let's just do a text box. Media text. Add source. Add a new source. We'll add existing. That's judging that's from the contest entries. I'm not judging contest entries. Text 4942 out of 500 subs. We're just manually. We're just gonna manually do that. Cause I'm like that. Can't lie, I see a lumberjack. I'm not a lumberjack. Blue and red. I'm whatever. Are you Canadian? No. Canadian. Oh, well, okay. I don't know what that is, but no better at it. I'm retro like that. Fair enough. Hello, welcome. Okay. So, I mean, that's very simple blocks. Nothing remarkable at all. It's actually pretty mellow for this part. I'm going to just group them all though. Group everything on it just for my sake. Make life easier. That kind of looks a little weird, but I think, did I forget glow on some of this? I did. I'm gonna have to go and fix some of that on these parts, I think. How hard is this supposed to be? Look at the frequently asked questions in the description. How long is this part? I mean, this part is just that. This is just like nothing. What's the song? It's Infernoplex by Dim Rain. No worries. I'm just I get asked it all the time. I'm just like, you know how it goes. Alright, now you stream guys have good luck with ideas and stuff like that. Thank you, I appreciate it. I try to stream when I can. I'm a busy person. I work a full-time job and whatnot. I've got some time off, so I wanted to make sure that I got a stream in before the end of the year, before things get really busy for me. So, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Do something there. You meant including the wave? Let me look at my spreadsheet. Let me look at my spreadsheet. It is roughly 15 seconds. Wave and ball. Roughly 15 seconds. So I'm not going to submit so much. I'm not Canadian. I did answer that. But when I start the 55 hours, I start it January 2nd. Well, actually, not technically. I think I'm still on the just do 8 hours that day, but the week after that, I start it. I did take PTO though on the 2 days before my retake, but I'm still. Usually that doesn't get approved, but my boss is allowing it. But the play atomic list about, I don't know, some people have. You know, I've heard different things for every single level. You know, every single level I've heard is the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. Some people have a really amazing time with it. Sometimes they don't. It just really depends. 55 hours. So my job, I work 55 hours a week minimum from January to April 15th because that is what we call busy season in the accounting world. It's because there's two different aspects. One, taxes are due. They're either due for some, corporations. They're due March 15th. Individuals are due 4/15. We extend a handful, obviously. Take your meds. I don't know what that's even supposed to mean. But yeah, it's just the nature of my career and what I do. So that's, I get super busy because I am working a lot. The other thing that happens is a lot of, and that what affects, part of it is a lot of businesses have a year end of December 31st, obviously, which makes sense. And so as a result of that, we have to take care of a lot of financial statements and prepare them for, right when the year end is over. So that's a lot of the work that I do. And so as a result, that time period is super busy for just accountants in general. Okay. Good luck with that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Give a GD object that you must use. You must use. What's something that's fair? I want you to use let's see. Something fair. I think I want you to incorporate these 3D lines somehow. And not just for the purpose of 3D. There you go. Want to be a chef? Hey, everyone needs to eat. There we go. Why does my lemon lime soda taste like banana? I don't know. How would I know? Okay. Well, I'm glad I remembered to put this glow. So I'd forgotten about it. Nothing crazy, but you know, it does do a little something. I might adjust how it looks for. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, simple enough. Glad I remember that. Gonna have Zeronium verify it, look at the description. Is the color of the gradients in the part randomized? No. It's just on a cycle. Pretty simple. Let's see how we're at. Let's update the text. We are at 4947. 4947 based on my app. So there we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Love to see it. I wish I could figure out how to get it to automatically update it, but send a message about it. Reading this. Yeah, I could. That's not a bad idea. The issue is I'd have to actually figure out how to do that, and I'm lazy like that. Let's. Okay, I've got link controls off. Okay. 44. 5. Alright, where is this thing? $43, $44, $45. Where's the other lines? Alright, so we need to go to wherever this is. Okay, apparently I already had that. Okay, maybe it's just, I just put 2 on the same layer. It's really easy with object you. I think I've got an idea, and that's bad. Huh? Alright. Okay, well, I don't know why that's not working. But okay, but give me a second to doing great over here. You're so unique. I appreciate it. This part is definitely one of the most unique things I've done, like without a doubt. Okay. Sorry, I need to like. I'm gonna try to copy and paste this 3D stuff. or not the 3D stuff, these lines. And I'm just gonna have to like, I think we're just gonna have to roll with that. Okay. Should include victors of all 3 atomic cans in the level. That would be too much, unfortunately. Yeah, let's actually also just move this way down. Yeah, we're gonna be pushing objects. Okay, so the bottom 2 or bottom 3 need to go. Great. Alright, whatever. This is definitely not how I should be doing this. There, we'll just go with that. And this will have to speed up, I think. So let's see. Okay, let's garbage truck. Can you beat Prime Funny Game in a fight? I don't know how you need Zeronium merch. Well, that's not my job. Hello, Rando. No hard roll history. Check the description. Yeah, this one's so charred. Yeah, no. So this is the last part. No, it's not. But it is basically the last thing I have to do. There's one other thing. But we're getting there. Okay. So, where does this hit? You hit it right here on this block. So starting here, we need it to slow down or speed up substantially. So we're gonna do this, and then that should be there. Yeah, I know there's a better way I could do this, but whatever. I'll do what I want. Yeah, because it doesn't slow down at that much, which is fine. It's kind of what I want it to do. Actually, here, I need to... Whoops. Okay, there. This. Alright, so I need to delete the top one. Delete the top one. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. This is the next one. Hello, welcome, welcome. Extreme Demon List. At least that's how I thought of it. Alright, this one's got to get extended a little bit more. Here we go. Yeah, that should be fine. We're for this little somewhat. Hey, you and me both. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. Well, there's that. Hey, Kurtbex, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm looking at my phone. We are at 49.50. 50 subs until we hit it. We are getting there. I'm actually going to do that. We are getting there. Alright, there we go. Message. Made a part for the first time in a year. Hey, congratulations. You know, sometimes you have a dry spell and then you kind of, start hitting your rhythm. It only takes one thing, and just keep practicing. And then sometimes it'll just hit. A handsome specimen. Thank you. I don't know. Okay. So next thing I want to do, because I do like what I did with these things, is I think I'm going to continue to copy them in the little slants. It might take a little bit more effort, but I think the outcome will be good. I think. Electrodynamics. Hey, we all gotta start somewhere. You got it. I think we'll do that. Let me think. We're just gonna start copying and pasting some of these and see how they work. I think it was the part you had said had a good foundation. It's, hey, that is sometimes all it takes. What is? Oh, there's two. That's why. Makes sense. Your motivation saved the part. I appreciate it. Sometimes you just gotta keep pushing through, and eventually it'll turn out how you want it to. Might not be what you initially imagined, but you'll be proud of how it turned out. Kind of like how this part is. I had no idea how this part was going to turn out, if we're being so honest. But after I started working on this section literally like a year ago. Like I went and looked, and I was like, it had been a full year. So you never know. I'm not saying I'm glad that it took over a year, but hey, I'm happy with this end product. What's up, Tesla? How are you doing, man? Your tempura part's really it's really turning out super well. You should be proud of it. Back into back into form. Or yeah, mate, it's fire. Thanks. I appreciate it. Means a lot. Means a lot. 50 way to fight. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm hoping we get it before year end. Um, let's go to this. I think this. I want this to be one lower. I think. Yeah, let's do that. There's something off about the way that here. Let's do that. That's weird. I don't know. Turn it pretty nice. So that's some kind of dynamic M&M. Does this? Uh, yeah. That's kind of what we're rolling with right now. This is just kind of continuation of this back part. Difficulty G plan. Look at the description. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm not sure if I'm too crazy about the way I've done these little slopey things right here, if it really fits in a whole lot. But I think it'll be fine. You know, this part is supposed to be more of a transition. Anyways, like I don't have a whole lot of, you know, I don't care too much about this part necessarily. So it's there we go. This is chill. Yeah, I mean it's just a continuation. I think I may do I didn't do this before, but I think I might do this. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. I like nailed the spacing on that. That's crazy. Alright, let's update. I hate how I've got to manually do this, but it's fine. 490 or 4953. There we go. We're doing good. Favorite dinner? Just like in general? Like I feel like you gotta be more specific. Like if I could choose any meal to eat right now for dinner. Man, that's tough. 'Cause I've been in my sushi bag recently. I've been eating a lot of like sushi's been kind of like, ooh, I really like that. I think a good steak is also in, something that I get a lot if I'm getting something nice. I think a good pasta is also there. I think those are probably the three things that I would be like, I'm gonna have a nice meal. That's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be like a sushi, steak, or pasta. You know, I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. Uh, let's tilt that a little bit more. I mean, its tacos are straight chicken. Yeah, chicken's good. You can't really go wrong with chicken. I mean, you can, but I mean, I think if I'm eating somewhere, like I have a lot of chicken, just like I just tend to, in some shape or form. I think a lot of the dishes I make involve chicken, so it's not necessarily something I get a whole lot. Maybe a good like chicken sandwich or something, but again, it's not be different. Is that being bad at building? Okay. I'd love to see you do better. It's okay though. Hmm. I think that's probably fine. I'm being really picky of where I'm putting things. I feel like I don't know why. Because this is not supposed to be a very complicated section. It just takes a lot of time to put it all together. Um, but hey, I said that this was going to be a longer stream, so I just need to get it done. Like normally I would be done by now. Maybe a little bit longer, but I said normally I'd be done. Official remake, or is it? How how is it a fan made if I'm the person that made the original? You know? Have you ever been like shocked you were able to make something while building? I mean, I think this part in general, like I'm shocked with how it turned out. I think the limbo part was also just kind of a given. Hi Jolteon, it's going well. Been having a good relaxing time since I got done with since I'm on a little bit of a break from work, on some PTO, vacation, and just hard holiday break. Um, it's been nice. That's for sure. It's been a well, gotten some good, much deserved rest. Um, and I don't want it all the way up. What if I do like that? I think that's fine. We'll do this. I didn't know who built the series. Well, that's me. I did that. is kind of, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. How? I did do that. Okay. Yeah, oh gosh, I keep forgetting about this damn transition that was made. I've got to like turn off all the hitboxes right here. I don't know why it's built like this, but we need to turn on no touch. The eggs are fighting back? What is that even supposed to mean? There we go. And this transition will be whatever. We'll see what. I don't know what all that will. I'm not going to worry about that though. Some of the glow is a bit weird. I'm going to fix that real quick. Dang it, it's on the same layer. Oh, man. Alright, well... what else? Why is it this snapping? Whatever. Did you say you want to finish your part this stream? Yeah. I'm trying, man. Alright, we're just gonna go with this. Actually. Hello. Get a new sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. So, how do I want to do this? No particle. No. Particle. No touch. No glow. I think. And then this, I'm going to turn on no particle, hide, no glow. And then I want this to be right there. So it fits in better. Hello, Destroy. Are you making level? I am. Good observation. Don't you hate when you're making food, it jumps out of the pan and hits you with hammers? That doesn't really happen to me, but you know. That's kind of concerning, I would say. Actually, what do I want to do here? I think this should be. I think that's fine, right? This is top level. I'm not sure what that entails, but thank you. Alright, I'm getting there. I'll go Vernosis. We're going up. I look like young queso. I don't even know what queso looks like. I know I'm not fat, so it's okay. Uh, Images. Okay, so I don't have a thick beard like him. Or a thick mustache. Or the hair. Not quite. Subtown at the bottom. Yeah, I've been manually updating it because for whatever reason it's not working for me. So I've got to like, and my phone shows the most updated. So I've just been kind of manually updating it as we go along, which we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer. How's the level coming along? It's coming along well. I would say, I mean, I'm getting very close to being done with my parts. Um, Obviously, my goal is to finish that today. Um, I don't like how that's off. I think that's probably what I want. Yeah. Ignore that. Where is it predicted to be on the list? Check. I don't know. Frequently asked question. I think you could use a website on your laptop that shows a sub count put on. Yeah, but I haven't been able to find one that's like truly up to date. You know. I mean, you could send a link if. I mean, if you can, that'd be helpful. Because the one that I had originally found, it wasn't updating very quickly. It was a bit out of sync. I'm definitely making this part a little bit. I could make this part a lot simpler. I feel like. Yeah, it's been shipped. There you go, Schmo. I knew it. I knew. That's exciting. I'm sorry that you had all the. I mean, granted, it was like out of my hands, but I still feel bad that you had the problems with it. So I'm sure it'll be all great once it actually arrives, and thank you again. Thank you for all of your support specifically. You've been like the number one patron of what I do for a while. And so, we're talking, year end. I'm grateful for everyone, that's here watching, obviously, taking time out of their day to just, check in on what I'm doing, even if you're asking the question I've been asked a billion times, I still, it's better than talking to myself or, just doing nothing, but also the people that have like gone out of their way to like actually you know support what I do, like, and whether that's buying a hoodie, a membership, donating in the stream, it's like it's something I could have never imagined would end up working out. So I'm glad that this little hobby is doing well. Not doing anything. That's okay. How many objects? 130,000 in just this copy. Not looking too great. I need a flow there. I'll fix that. All right, I'm gonna shrink this down so it actually looks decent. Did that nerf that? Maybe, but I don't care. Yeah, I don't know. It's just easier for me to just kind of go in and update it as it updates on my end. But we are at close to 40 away. 41. We're doing good. It's getting crazy. This is gonna crash. Your back hurts? Drink water. And sit properly. Drink your water. It'll crash my phone. Yeah, no one's playing this on a phone. Yeah, for some reason. Oh. Don't do that then. All right, I'm trying to think of a good. Okay, let's do this as well. I think this would be a little. There, I got that object. Let's get there. Yep, that's what we want. Okay. There's. Okay. No, we won't do that. There. We're getting there. What's the best nut as in food? I think cashews are pretty good. Salted peanuts pretty solid. Like if you get a good salted one, I'd say that. I think cashew's pretty superior. Pistachio is fine. I don't think it's very special though. Yeah, that's fine. Cashews make my throat itch. I don't know. It's so extremely shocking how powerful. Yeah, I mean, it is some. It is. You know. I think there's a point in time where it becomes. For people, it becomes more of a crutch than a. Something that enhances the part. And I think if you could keep it so your glow is like it complements your part and enhances it instead of just like your entire thing relies on it. I think that's the best way to use glow. That's my personal preference though. I would say. Pistachio ice cream's decent. I would say, I mean, I like cookie dough ice cream. That's I feel like it's less of the ice cream and more of the cookie dough. But if I had to go, man, it's tough to just say just a base flavor in terms of ice cream. I mean, the most versatile is like vanilla. Spam glow heart. Yeah, Tesla. You. But that's kind of your style, though. You know, you really like. That is what you do. All right, I've got tragic news. I've got to. I've got to lower the counter. Someone unsubscribed. I'm down a sub. Someone did it. I don't know who. But we're back down one. Disappointing. I think this is kind of cool though. This part. It's not, I didn't know what I was really expecting, and the block design itself is pretty, you know. Simple, but it's, I'm happy. This is coming together slowly but surely. Let's start doing some of the little this thing. Let's go to this. So I think I could probably apply this one here. Maybe not. This is such a... I don't know why this design itself is like so finicky. Like the slopes. It just is for some reason. So this part's inspired by Mark II. Yeah, in a sense. I mean, it draws all inspiration from a lot of different parts, though. I think it's just a very, that's what I like about it. It's got its connections to the older levels, but it still is, like, fresh, Like, it's super fresh. Your apartment looks cool. Thank you. It's nice, for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, I am making it. You said it's board deco. That's interesting. Still under 6K objects. Hey, that's pretty solid. There, okay, it's I just put it on layer 0. I don't know why. I am so terrible at layer management. Like, that's one thing that I've just consistently been so bad at. I think if we just stick with that, I'll be fine, though. Looks very cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is by far not my... not the best part in this level. But I think I'm content with how it's turning out. I'm gonna actually flip this around, I think. Do this. This is so weird. how these work. There. I like that better because you'll see that when it transitions in, and then it'll come back up to there. So that'll be better. Was that one level where everything was on one layer? I mean, I do that. Never, yeah. That looks cool. Thank you. All right. Well, that one person unsubscribing helped us out because now we are at 4964. So we're 36 away. We're doing good. Appreciate it, everyone. I got a notification that you, Tesla, just subscribed, which I don't know how you haven't been after all these years, but you know, I'm not gonna say anything. Is it? Yeah. Or maybe that we are. We're 3 away. We're not. I hope you know I'm not. I will be skipping past that. I'm not making that joke. All right, whatever. We're just gonna do. I'm not sure. You know what? I'll update it to where we're at right now. We're at 66. I have to fix the glow, or not the glow, that. I need to. I'm so tired of building this part. I'll fix that. So I'll do a big one there. And then what do you mean my microwave? Oh, it's staring at you? Yeah, right there. Yeah. I mean, that's just where my microwave is. There's not a whole lot I can really do about my camera situation. Like, I'm just here. You know, I got my TV. I got my kitchen. You know. I think this is probably fine. All right, and as good as it's gonna get in terms of. What do you think has the best part in Prime? I think it might be this one. It's either this one or temps or tho fours. I think one of those are, it's between those three right now. In terms of parts that are done. There we go, that's nice. I rent a studio for $500 a month. Man, I wish my rent was $500 a month. Multi is up there. His part's pretty good. I'll give him some credit there. Alright, well, I promise I didn't refresh my phone when it was 6. That was in between these two numbers. But that's where we're at right now. Would be up there if it wasn't 4K. I actually think, this part's also probably one of the best. But there are so many objects. There are so many objects. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know who's going to do what about it. But, man. Fresh lead. I'm not updating it. I'm not updating it, Schmo. I'm not updating it. I'm not updating it. Alright, I don't want to come up with the energy for a new spike. So, whenever you don't care about what necessarily, just copy something you've already done. Never mind, why does that look so shitty? What's wrong with these colors? Never mind. We'll do something different. That's why they're pulsing like weird. Well, first of all, these are different colors. Man. Alright, we're just gonna start from scratch. Where is... Alright, well we've gone back up 4969. Hey, yeah, I know. I feel for the people that, are working and can't get a place. I know it's tough. Alright, I'm going to just make a spike, whatever I feel. Let's try to make the spike like similar to like the rest of what this has looked like. Because it has that on the inside, and then it has another ring that is like that, right? Job, it pays very well. Hey, there you go. color is this? Oh my gosh, I'm too lazy to have to, whatever. What color is this? 7. It is 7. So that means I want this to be 7. And then we're going to make this yeah, like that. That's fine. 3 years left. So yeah, that's crazy. Can't you just use scale for the same thing? I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm not gonna lie. Apologies. Alright, we're doing good. We're at 71. We're at 71. Alright. Let's put this glow on. There we go. I mean, that looks the same. When you use warp oh, well, the reason why is because I was going smaller than 0.5, so that's why I use warp. Got it. Got what you mean. Alright, so I'm going to, just to be safe, I'm going to turn no touch on these so I can easily see the, because I'm going to have to shrink this. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, because now we're going to shrink it down to this size. So we need the hitbox to basically be the same size. And then that's basically good enough. There we go. Yeah. So now we've got that in. I think it was juiced. I would say, in terms of wine, like, wine can taste good, but, like, it really just depends on what type of wine and just your own palate, honestly. There are some wines that I just hate, just don't care for at all, but there's some that are really, really good. Like, I prefer a sweet white wine. So does Brie, honestly. We both have very similar palates when it comes to that. Okay, I believe that is the, yeah. Spikes are there, and you can't sculpt, yeah. I just don't care enough to change it. I drink anything. I mean, I was at a point in time too. People, they won't let me drink for this. do that. Yeah, that's understandable. And there's no shame in that. I mean, I was incredibly anti alcohol for you know, a large part of my life too. So I get it. Okay, well there's that. I'm gonna just copy that there. And that there. And that there. I think I'll put a different. What other orb deco did I have? I think just this, yeah. Which I guess I can use this for. Although I think that is the same, right? I guess I just used a different hue, which is, I guess, fine, but whatever. Seems simpler than what I was expecting. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put that there, delete that. We are going to send this back to B2. I think what we'll do, we'll group it and put it there. I think that should be fine. In terms of, yeah. Alright, we're just gonna, I don't know if this was hue before, but we're gonna put hue now. There's a difference. Okay, is anyone here good at deco? I am. I'm very good. No advertising though. Please, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's up, Taco? Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. We're trying here. We're almost there. I'm ready to be done with this and move on to tempura again. But I've got to just knock this out. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah. Alright. This is bothering me. I'm sending this to B5 just so it's kind of behind that. Good luck with the subs. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Means a lot. Ian Orange fell on the floor. That's no good. Okay. 25 to go. We like that. Crazy, I could probably like the glass said. I appreciate it, and it means a lot. I'm doing well. I'm excited. Getting close to the 5K. That was one of the things I wanted to do before the end of the year. So I'm excited to have to basically almost be there and get it in this stream. You know, it's something I want to do. I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna do. I think I said I was gonna do bloodbath, which we'll see if that ends up happening. I mean, I'll get back and try. We'll see. If I do it though, I'll probably do click before frames on. I know it's not technically the right way to go about it, but honestly, I don't care. I'm not trying. It's not on a list or anything. It's purely for my own satisfaction. And that's, people be like, oh, you didn't really do it. So what? It's for me. Um, I think that's fair. Say hi, bye. What's up, some person? I need to give you your mod. There we go. So now you are a mod. So you get mod here. And almost 2.5 hours. Man, I have not streamed that long. I don't know when the last time probably for the, you know, the, I guess the judging stream. Good progress. All right, I'll check it out after I'm done. All right, I like the arrow down is because you're going down, so that's fine. I'll have to add some saws, which won't be that challenging to do. I'll just copy and paste some of these. When is the 8-hour stream? Since when have I ever promised an 8-hour stream? That sounds rough. And I don't have 8 hours to stream, anyways. I just don't have that time in my life. I'm in a Phil's Coffee. I've never heard of Phil's Coffee. I'm assuming that's like regional. But have a safe road trip. Trust me, I was doing my fair share of driving this weekend. So I get it. It's long. It's just our average recro. I mean, I just, I don't have that time to stream that long. Or the energy, or, this is about as much as I can get in one sitting. Okay, we're gonna do that. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. I do not speak that whatever language that is. I don't know if it's. I apologize that I don't know what language that is. I speak English, so I'm not sure what that is. Sorry. I still don't know what that is. I'm sorry. This is an English speaking stream. 303. I think that's probably fine. Gocha says, "How are you?" Well, I'm good. I appreciate it, even if I cannot read it. Alright. I'm gonna try to record some of it tonight. Okay. 77. I'm not a huge fan of that. I want to put like a saw here as well. That doesn't really... This would have to be 303. This would have to be that. I think that's probably fine, actually. There we go. I think that's fine. I'm gonna do that. I think that's probably fine. There. I could put a line there, there, and there. Yeah. Okay, that's good. 78. We're up to 78. We are close. Appreciate all the love this stream. We've been going up. We've been going up, that's for sure. We can get it for sure. That's a very crowded space, but it's whatever. I'm not too worried about it. We're right there to being done with this section, I feel like. It doesn't feel that way, but we're getting there. I mean, the good thing is it's like the same as before. So I don't have to like try that hard. Everyone kind of faded there for a second. If you get to, you will verify. Yeah, I don't think I will be doing that. So I need to do the upper part of that kill ground. And that will be the biggest thing left in terms of this section, I think. What I'll also probably do is I'll probably have a toggle down here that will, or maybe it'll be just right here. I'll just turn that all off so it's hidden. But yeah, that transitions something different in this, this next, or the actual level. I don't know why I couldn't speak there for a second. I think that's fine. So I think this saw should be fine. Right here. I think that's good. Let's start putting in some of these. Some of this stuff. Man, I can't believe how this has turned out. This is... This is such a hard part, or such a daunting part to decorate at first. Send your level with me. What? Here, I'll fix that later. I'm really proud of how this has turned out. It's definitely definitely my most creative part that I've ever made. And to have that in this level is all I could ask for. Okay, now I need this one. Yeah, the chat's it's no one new really in a little bit. Keep me entertained, people. Appreciate you two talking only in Shimoda. My attention span is so short right now. Hello, Zoom. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for swinging by. Appreciate it. How are you today? I don't care about my Adobe Creative Cloud. All right, we were gonna. I think I'm gonna do that rotation. I don't like the way that looks. Dude, one of my great cousins. I have Instagram. I don't have TikTok though. I don't really care to have TikTok. I also just don't like the short form content that much. That's why I don't do it myself. But I like having my Instagram because it's like a little, that's just what we had. And so I've got, it's the best way I can stay in touch with people. It's like how older people use Facebook, which I don't know why, but they do. Yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. Yeah. I know Brie, my girlfriend. She is a social media manager, so she's on that stuff all the time, and she's like, constantly, on that stuff. So it's like, she doesn't like it for someone that does that for a living, but. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I've been pushing it off. The next thing I need to do are the little lines here. That's like the last big thing. It's just a pain to do. Not really. It's not that bad, but I just don't care to do it that much. How do you even qualify it yourself as a social media manager? I mean, she does a lot more than that. They're actually like probably gonna like change her title, which is good, because she does a lot more than that. But she got a strategic communications major in college. So that's how That's how she got into that. I would say her job is, I mean, she likes the marketing route type of situation. Like it's not necessarily what her goal was to do out of college, but it's what opportunity presented itself. And you know what? She's really valued, and she does a great job. And it's that's all I can ask for. The thing that you want the most is to be valued wherever you work. I feel like you're making an impact in some way, shape, or form, whatever that is, and feel like the people around you value your work. And if you have those two things going for yourself, that's like the best thing. That's how you remain happy. And somebody just make a living on my own. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes the first steps, might not be the perfect job, but if it can get you the experience you need to get that job that you want, that's that's just as valuable, I feel like. Because I don't know if I'll be doing accounting my whole career. Obviously, I don't necessarily know if that's what I want for myself. Um, like I just don't know. So, um, why is that? Oh, I'm so confused by what's going on right here. I don't know why. Forgot what I was saying, but yeah, I'm sure it made sense to someone. Good evening. All right, got to update it. We are at 81. We are 19 away from 5,000 subscribers. I'm like, I can't believe we're like right there. Okay, cool. I was just kind of rambling there, so I wasn't sure. All right, I'm gonna hold on. Let me do this. Let's try this. I like the way this looks. I think. Yeah. Okay, I'll check it out when I'm done here. Um, hmm. Let's try this. So what if I then went like that? I'm not sure if this will fit well, but we'll give it a shot. For how do you make progress? I don't know. I just be placing things and hoping. Thanks a million. Oh, thanks a million. That's a lot of things. I mean, to be fair, this is like very similar to what what I've been doing the whole part. Let me just make sure how we're. Where is this? I want this one. Sharpens by your so creative and you make such cool. I'm not sure what you mean by solo creator. Like, do you just mean I'm a creator that makes solo levels? Yeah, I don't know if what I said even was anything of value. My mind is like, I've been on such like flow state for the past, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. I've literally just been like on autopilot, I feel like. So it happens. All right, we'll do that. Let's see how the ground thing looks. I think that's fine. What's up, gluttonous being? All right, hold on. We got a big jump here for my last refresh. We at 86. I appreciate it. That means a lot. I'm currently trying to make my first level, but I can't decorate well. Any tips? Trial and error is the biggest thing. You know, a lot of what I do when I'm not sure and I'm just throwing things at the wall, hoping something sticks. And when it does, you know, I just run with it, even if it's not perfect. Like something like this part, I didn't think by any means was perfect, but I was trying things and it, you know, it just something clicked and I just kept trying and eventually it worked. You know, it turned out to be something. So I would say just keep trying and, you know, just look up careers that, you know, of things that not necessarily like the best and greatest, but things that resonate with you that you find enjoyment in building. And that's kind of where I would start. Because there's so many different styles out there that's so hard to, you know, it's so easy to compare yourself to other creators. And you'll just burn yourself out super quickly if you try to, you know, do that. So just try to do something that you find enjoyment in building and start there. Anytime that I had a level that succeeded, most of that was because it was I had a, you know, something I enjoyed building and I had a vision for it. There was something that motivated me to do it, if that makes sense. Yeah, this has taken some time. I mean, I've been working on this from the wave to here for like on and off for about a year now. Now, granted, it didn't take me a year worth of time to do it, but it's like, you know, it's tough. You know, I've you know, you could see some of my streams where I've just been like off and on. Yeah, no problem. Should build like this. Hey, I I've been building for, since 2014. So I would not compare where I'm at to, someone that, hasn't been doing, been building for as long, if that makes sense. Let's try putting like something like this here. I don't know if this will look any good, but I kind of like the idea of having that there. I don't even know how much of this will actually like come through. Did it get too new? It's exciting. I'm not sure why that's off. There's that line. That bothers me. I'm not sure. Man, this game confuses me sometimes. Okay, what if I also put that there? And move that there. I mean, that's gonna be very cramped, yeah. I could shrink this too a little bit. There. Let's see. I think that's fine. Alright. I think we're good with that. I think that's probably going to look a little... That might bug out a little bit, honestly. I could care less. It could get fixed now. Still 13 subs to 5K. We're getting there. Yeah. I mean, I can't really see the issues you'd be seeing. I feel like it's usually how it goes. I'm my worst critic sometimes. I see something that's off, but other people don't see it, and it doesn't, it's, people aren't going, that's one of my flaws as a creator, I would say, is that sometimes, like, there are things that, imperfections that I have, or that I see that, like, really don't matter, if that makes sense. And sometimes it slows me down. So, I think that's definitely one thing, and that's always been something that I've worked through. Extreme lightning rod. Hey, that was my first extreme, not extreme, my first demon. Okay. Snap. Okay, we'll put that there. And then we'll put that there. Lava Trex is making it. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Oh man, that's. Oh, Lightning Road. Yeah. I thought that was the same thing. Oh, people just be whatever. I guess that's a level. I did not know that. Yeah, I think that there's some levels that like you don't have to make a sequel for everything. Like that's why I haven't done one for Falcon 16. Um, because I feel like that would be disingenuous to the first level. It wouldn't be right doing that level with without uh Tobe anyways. We are plugging along on this though. We are making progress. We're making progress. Top 30. See, I'm so out of touch when it comes to new levels. I'm just so out of touch. I'm not afraid to admit that. Okay, idea. We're gonna do that there. And then we are going to do that there. It's still too big, whatever. There we go, that fits better. I need to do some of Alright, we'll put that there. And then I think we will swap these colors. Put this there. That's fine. Where is this? There we go. There we go. We'll put this here. Man, chat's been slow past 10 minutes or so. I need my entertainment to keep me going. We're pushing hard. Okay, that, and then we're gonna do that, but there. And that should fit well, right in there. Hello, thank you. All right, ground decoration is done. Thank you. Any movies I've seen lately? I haven't been to a theater in a while. I want to see the new movie with Tyler the Creator in it though. I think just to see what it is. I forgot what it's called though. Marty something. All right, is this low? Maybe, I don't know. I'm on higher messages, so I'm sure that's going to keep me going. Hey, just to know that there are people here is, big. I need new people. I'm 13 subs. Gotta hit the 5, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We are so close to being done with this section, too. That's crazy. Yeah, ignore the fact that that background's messed up right here. Oh, there. Some of that glow is kind of annoying me, though. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. I think I'm just gonna have to... Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Link controls off. Where are this? Yeah, there. Was my hardest? My hardest is Deception Dive. That was like a long time ago though. So I might do Bloodbath for 5K if I've got the time to do it. I will. So. So, how accurate you could no clip? Probably not accurate at all. A lot of that gameplay I build, like with, when I'm play testing it or building, I have to speed hack it. So probably not at all. Like I'm not the. There's a reason I don't beat these levels. Because I can't. But that's okay. There are players and they are creators. And most people are one or the other. Okay, that should fix the problem I'm thinking of. It might not be as glowy, but it will. It's a short term. The wave, no, I couldn't do that. Alright. That is looking good though. That's looking pretty nice. I think I need to add a couple more objects, background and whatnot, but other than that, I mean, we're pretty good. And to top it off right now, we are at 499 or 4,999 subscribers according to my phone. Let's see if I can pull up a website. Let's see if I can get this live subscriber count to show. And ladies and gentlemen, we have hit 5,000 subscribers. We've done it. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can do a screen capture. I don't know how to. Whatever, it's fine. We have done it. We have hit 500 subscribers, or 5,000 subscribers. As crazy. We did it before the end of the year. Actually, I think we're at 5,002 now. So that's just awesome. I think what we're gonna hit. Another thing that's crazy is next year, 2026, we're almost certainly gonna hit 1 million views across all videos, which is insane. Um, yeah, it's just crazy. Um, Thank you to everyone that has supported, has has subscribed, has watched, but has not subscribed. They should. Everyone in the Leap Club Discord, go join if you haven't. Um, it's a good time. I try to curate a good community. I do my best. Um, what else? Anyone that who's become a member, who's ever gotten a a hoodie or a shirt or donated or whatever it may be. Um, just thanks. I mean, I wouldn't be here without any of you, and I'm glad I have a community that I'm able to connect to and not just be lost in the numbers, but like I can actually talk to people and it be it'd be a good time. Um, I mean it's great. I really enjoy being able to just have this hobby where people care about what I have to say and what I do. Okay, just gave my little speech. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I'm gonna refill my water, but that will be really quickly, and then I will be finishing up this part. So we'll be there, and then we'll start to try to figure out the other part. But hey, we're doing it. So I mean, it's been 3 hours without a break. So just I'll be right back. Don't leave me. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Uh, had hopefully that wasn't too terribly long of a time without me. Um, we we just out here trying our best. Uh, we are. I gotta manually update these now, but whatever. Got a little cushion of 3 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. All right, hold on. Let's get the tag. Just Sweet. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was typing an at everyone in my server. Okay, thanks everyone. Whose gameplay part is this? I built this ball, but all right. Well, let's hope I don't get too many people leave the server after an everyone tag. What are we at right now? 9:48. Okay, we'll see how that drops. Everyone, please do not announce. All right. Time to lock back in. I need to for myself my bev. So that. Welcome back. I didn't know if you're still going to stream after it. I mean, I didn't think I would either. I thought it was like, bye, click. But I'm probably going to go until 4, I think. So probably another 30-ish minutes, give or take. I did say I was going to finish it on stream today. But we'll see. I mean, this part is virtually done. I'm literally going to yoink this, I think, though. And I'm going to put these... Oh my god, that looks disgusting. So let me fix the... Yeah, okay. So... Whatever. I think that's fine. Alright, 2026 is the year. I hope so. I mean, we got a lot of good stuff happening in 2026. Not necessarily for GD, hopefully, obviously. But, you know, personal life it's going to be a great year. So, you know, we're doing good. That's the way part looks for football. Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, this is just supposed to be a continuation of it. A little bit. It's just kind of a filler ball part, really. But it's gotta get built, so... You know? We gotta do what we gotta do. How do you make the gradients have 4 or 5 colors in them instead of 2? It's literally just it's multiple gradients. So if you look at all the X's, those are the vertex. They're the vertices for each gradient point. So it's like this is for them, this is for them, this is for like it's broken out into. Oh my god, turn it off. It is like you can see them here. I need to deco feedback group chat. Trying to learn how to deco make group chat. I said stuff to get feedback from my community. Can you notice? Sure, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna mute it though because I really can't be having all those notifications. Okay, so what else do I need here? I think just a few bits of air decoration is is just all we need, I think. Alright, so immediately mute until I turn back on. An instant. I think we could probably put one of this here. Well, actually, we're gonna do. All right, let's put that there. Put this here, but maybe a little smaller. There. Thanks. Again, check description. I am so shocked still after all this time, I mean, I try to make it's as clear as possible. You know? I'm trying here. I'm doing my best. Okay. I think these need to be, yeah. Like that. There we go. I think this is probably fine. Okay. That's probably good for Air Deco, maybe. He's ginger. Yeah, and? What about it? I'll just use one of these, I think, right here. Hello, though. Welcome. Okay. I think we're just gonna call it there in terms of decoration. Big microwave, yeah. It's back there. Yeah, I know that background's a little fucked right now, yeah. I think that's good. Alright. I don't even know how to change. Yeah, okay, buddy. At least be honest. At least be honest. Alright. Yeah, because that's just a start position issue. Okay. So, let's see. From here, ignore the lag in the dots. Okay, well, that was really fast, but looks fine. Alright, we're going to play it from here with the time warp because that is all I know how to do. So, let's see. The song isn't going to be right either. The dots are just due to the lag from streaming on my computer. But you get the general idea. I think we're good. I think we're good. What do you all think? I mean, I think that looks like a done part to me. I think that's a done part for me. Yeah, this is allegedly the nerfed wave too. I don't know what the hell Zeronium is thinking, but oh shoot, I messed that up. Oh, that's messed up now too. There. There we go. How do you hack verify levels without verify hack? There's a trick. There's a trick. I don't remember though. Yeah, this wave is nerfed. Okay. You can't do a flashy part after a wave like this. The part after this is fine, I guess, ish. But we will leave that part to be that. I mean, that's a done part. And now there is only one thing left for me to do in this level in terms of decoration. And it is this bit here. I know the background's going to be bugged. But I don't know how to fix that. I was going to do something super cool here, but I honestly think I might just copy and paste blocks. I was gonna do something cool here, but I like there are so many. There's already so much lag there that there's so much lag right here. I might just wait for optimization of this part to be done, I'm not gonna lie, before I finish up this. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do, but that's it. That's all I've got left to do. Since now we've got this done, which is awesome. How do I do the rainbow gradient? It depends which one you're talking about. If you're talking about the one in here, if you look closely, it's literally just incrementally small hue shifts, which is crazy. If you're talking about here, these are just gradients. You can see the vertex points here, or vertices here. And then if you're talking about this one, it's just solid blocks in hue, like what Geldigideg said. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there, I think. And we will call that. That's crazy. We got that. We got it. my parts done. I want to thank you all again for coming by, and um, just thanks for the 5K. It means a lot. And hopefully I can, just provide some more good content in the future. Um, I'm sure my next stream will probably involve my tempura part, depending on when that happens. This is what I'm working with so far. That's what we're working with so far. I'll finish that up. And yeah. Next Atomic Cannon Prime video will be on Platinum's channel. His part is nearly done. I might throw in something for my parts being done up. And then yeah. Thanks again. It means a lot to me, and I hope you all have a great, New Year and enjoy the, whatever